Okay, so Andreita, we are going to work today on the session number 5. As you maybe saw in the schedule, we are going to have today one specific topic, which is how to compare things, right?
Okay.
Okay, so I will share with you my screen. Let me know if you can see it. Can you see the presentation?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So according to this, we're going to guide each other so we can talk about those specific details we got on the screen. So to start, Andrea, can you tell me which aspects or specific components you can take into account to compare different things?
Okay. I see two fruits.
Okay, but in general, no? How to compare the components. Basically, you have to compare things. Which are the aspects you take into account when you compare?
Okay.
Tell me.
One, ay, se fue la C. Well, there are two fruits. The similarities with between between two between two fruits are circles, redondas, and
Okay,
circles.
they're round. So,
And they are food.
okay.
They are healthy, healthy habits, puede ser.
Okay, healthy habit, right?
There are color brillant, several colors.
Okay.
¿Qué más? Eso.
Okay, Andreita. So in that case, the aspects you mentioned, like the color, the shape, right? For example, if they are food, you can express also similarities like the smell, right? So when you compare different objects, it is important to take into account those specific aspects, right? Like the physical aspects and the abstract aspects, right? So the size, the weight, the height, the color, those are physical aspects, right?
The size. Okay.
In the case of abstract components, we have the smell, right? The taste. When you eat the fruit, you know if it is sweet or if it is acid, right?
Okay, acid.
Different.
Number one is sweet, for example. Number two is it's orange.
Right. So it will be a little acid.
Okay.
Bittersweet. Yes.
Bittersweet.
Bittersweet. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see if you remember some specific components about the comparative and superlative forms. Do you remember what a comparative is?
Yes.
Explain to me.
For example, in words, of the one syllable, syllable adds ere. For example, bigger, smaller, and word two syllables as more.
Yes. All right. So in that case, when you use comparative forms in general, is because you are having two different objects. In general, you have two objects or two groups to make the comparative. As you mentioned, short adjectives are going to be used with ER at the end, right? And the long adjectives, we use more with the normal adjective, right?
Okay.
Can you tell me an example with short adjective and the other with long adjective?
Sure. For example, big, tall, and
Give me the complete example.
okay. Puede ser. The pencil is longer
Yes.
than the green pencil.
Okay. All right. That is a short adjective. And the long adjective?
For example, Medellin is more expensive than Cali.
All right, perfect. So we have two specific components to make the comparative. Very good. Now, we are going to remember some things about superlative form, right? What is a superlative form, Andreita?
Most. I remember most. For example, the most, for example, Cartagena is most beautiful city in Colombia.
Okay, so when you use a superlative, it's because you're making a general comparative idea, right? You said that one element is more than the rest of the same kind. Yes, so for example, you said, we have all the cities in Colombia. That is a generalization. But when you use superlative, it is when you have it, one is more than the others, the rest of them.
More than.
Very good. So you say the most. What happened with the short adjectives? Because it is similar to the comparative forms. Now we had short adjectives and long adjectives. What is the difference in both?
In short, add ere al the finish. And
ER is comparative, no?
Comparative, yes. And the adjective long add more, and finish of sentence add than.
But this is comparative, and the superlative form, superlative is different, right?
Okay, I don't remember.
Okay.
Most.
Yeah, okay. That will be instead of more, you use the most.
The most.
Short adjective. No?
Con more.
No, that will be comparative. Okay, look at the example in the slides.
Okay.
We get, what is superlative form? Superlative adjective describes one person or thing having more quality than the others. So when we use short adjectives, like we have here, we are going to use EST, the fastest, right? Look at the difference with comparative. Comparative is ER, right? Taller than. In the superlative will be the tallest, for example.
Tallest.
Right. Comparative, for example, said faster than, yes, the car is faster than the bicycle. The superlative, you say, for example, the airplane is the fastest mean of transportation. So you use EST with superlative form and comparative ER. Yes, look at the difference. Long adjective, more interested in comparative, and superlative form, the most interesting, the most frightening, those things. Yes?
Yes, teacher.
All right, perfect. According to this, we're gonna check a little video, like a little exercise, and we're going to practice all those differences, okay?
Okay.
So let me share with you the video. Okay. So what is the idea? We are going to have 3 different pictures, and you have to tell me from the comparative to superlative forms, okay? Using the 3 objects. I will give you an example to make it clear for you. For example, here we got 3 objects, a fork, a penknife, and a razor. Yes? The question is, what is the sharpest? What is sharp? Do you remember in Spanish what is sharp?
No.
No? Okay, it is filoso, right? Filoso. So you say, for example, the normal adjective will be, look at the example, a fork, which is the less, right? A fork is sharp. Yes, the basic adjective, the normal adjective. Now, if we go to the comparative form, for example, the fork with the knife, we can say the comparative form will be a penknife is sharper than a fork. Yes, it will be the comparative, comparing the knife with the fork. Good? Yes, you understand? And the third possibility will be the superlative form. What is the superlative? In this case, the razor, right? So, in this case, we are going to complement with the superlative form. A razor is the sharpest. Right? So we have the 3 forms, the basic, the comparative, and the superlative. Right? Let's try to do it with a second example so we can clarify a little more. Okay. Next pictures. Okay, look at this. We have an armchair, a stool, and a chair, right? Okay. So the question is, what is the most comfortable? So what is the picture you consider that is the normal adjective? An armchair, a stool, or a chair?
An armchair. Sería the most comfortable is an armchair.
Okay, the most comfortable it will be. But the simple basic, oh my gosh, the basic adjective, it will be with the stool, yes, because it's the less one.
Okay.
So look at this. A stool. The basic one.
A stool is more comfortable.
Well, this is not comparative. A stool is comfortable, the normal adjective, right?
Okay.
So now, tell me the comparative, the stool with the chair, okay? The comparative.
Stool is more comfortable is a chair.
Than the chair?
The chair.
Totally sure?
The chair.
Let's see. The comparative, a chair is more comfortable than a stool. It will be the opposite, right? Right? Because it's, in that case, it's more comfortable than a stool. Exactly. It's important to use than a stool. And the superlative will be with?
The most comfortable is así. The most comfortable is
comfortable.
Is the most comfortable? Comfortable. Yeah. The most comfortable is ¿cómo era? The name?
Armchair.
Armchair.
Okay. The armchair is the most comfortable. Let's see.
The armchair is the most comfortable.
Okay. Very good. Yes, an armchair is the most comfortable. Yes, so we have to make the 3 forms, the basic, the comparative, and the superlative. Okay. Another example. The honey, carrot juice, and peaches, right?
Okay.
Let's start with the carrot juice. The simple adjective with the carrot juice.
Sweetest.
So the adjective is sweet, yes?
Sweet.
Tell me with the carrot juice. So the carrot juice, complete?
A ver, entonces, the carrot juice is sweet.
Very good. The carrot
This is the basic, okay?
Yes, exactly. Very good. Let's see. Okay. The carrot juice is sweet. Very good. Now, the comparative.
The carrot juice is sweetless.
Sweeter with ER.
It's sweeter than the juice. ¿De qué era el otro?
Peach. The peach. Peaches.
Juice fish?
Peach. Peaches. Only the
Fish.
peaches.
Yeah, juice fish.
Okay, it will be just peaches. But in that case, you said peaches are sweeter than the carrot juice. It will be the opposite, right? Peaches are sweeter, comparative, than the carrot juice. Okay, the superlative now. What is the sweetest?
The honey is the sweetest.
Very good. The honey is the sweetest.
Sweetest.
Excellent.
Sweetest.
Yeah. Next one. A basketball player, a skyscraper, and a tree. A basketball player, a skyscraper, and a tree. The question, what is the tallest? Let's go to the basic one.
Okay. A basketball player is tall.
Very good. The comparative?
The basketball player, the tree. The tree is taller. Taller than a basketball player.
Very good. Excellent. And the superlative form?
The building, ¿no? The building is the tallest.
Excellent. Pretty good. In that case, will be a skyscraper is the tallest. It will be, right?
Okay.
Very good. Next one. An athlete, a dog, a jet plane. What is the fastest? Start with the basic.
The basic. An athlete is fast.
An athlete is fast, right? Comparative?
A dog is faster than an athlete.
Very good. And the superlative?
Flyer, ¿no? Fly?
Oops. The jet.
The plane. Thank you.
So we got
a jet plane is the fastest.
Is the fastest. Right. Let's make it.
Fastest.
Okay, this one. What is the most expensive? A sport car, a bike, or a motorbike? Basic one?
Is the most expensive. A sports car is the most expensive.
Okay, remember to start with the basic, no? Basic, comparative, superlative.
A sports car, sería a motorbike, is expensive.
Totally sure? Remember you got a sport car, a bike, a motorbike.
Okay.
The basic?
A sports car is expensive.
No, Andreita. The basic one.
Okay. A sports car is more expensive.
No, it will be the last one. Look at this. A bike is expensive. The basic is,
Okay.
remember, the basic is the normal one.
Sí.
A bike is expensive. Now,
Sí.
this
Sorry. A
comparative.
bike is expensive. Okay.
Comparative?
Comparative. And motorcycle is more expensive than a bike.
Very good. Yes. Excellent. And the superlative form?
The superlative.
I
The
always.
sport car. Era, ¿sí? A sports car. A sport car is the most. No, así, is the most expensive.
Yes, exactly. It is. Let me finish this. So we got a sport car is the most expensive. Very good. Now, what is the oldest? A castle, the earth, or pyramids? What is the oldest?
A castle is old.
Comparative?
Pyramids older than a castle.
Very good. And the superlative?
A heart
Earth.
is the earth. Okay. Earth is the oldest.
Very good. Is the oldest. Right. We got here the examples. The earth is the oldest. Very good.
Okay.
Two more and we continue with the next part. Okay. What is the hottest? Soup, coffee, or flames?
The basics. First, soup is hot.
Very good. Comparative?
The soup is hotter than coffee.
Okay, that will be the opposite. The coffee is hotter than the soup,
Coffee
right?
is hotter than soup. Okay.
Right. And the superlative form?
The flames is the hottest.
Okay. So flames are, in that case, plural, the hottest.
Flames are the hottest.
All right. Okay, next one. A lizard, a road, and a snake. What is the longest? Basic.
A lizard, okay? A lizard is long.
Yes. Comparative?
Longer. A snake. The superlative is a rod is the longest.
All right. So we got that one. So we got lizard is long. The comparative will be the snake is longer than a lizard. And finally, we got the superlative. A road is the longest.
Longest. Okay.
And the final one. Parachuting, playing computer games, and riding a horse. What is the most exciting? From the basic to the most.
Okay. Riding a horse is exciting. The riding a horse is more exciting than parachuting.
Parachuting? What is exciting?
what is exciting es que le causa más alegría, que le
Okay, but remember it is emocionante, no? Exciting.
emocionante, exacto. Emocionante.
So, organize again. Playing computer games, riding a horse, and parachuting.
Bueno.
Basic.
Okay, yeah. The parachuting is the more exciting than riding a horse.
But in that case,
basic. Sí.
organize.
Playing. Bueno, playing computer games is exciting.
Okay, playing computer.
Exciting. And riding a horse is more exciting than playing computer games.
Okay, right.
And the most exciting is parachuting.
Okay, that's the correct one. Very good. Parachuting is the most exciting. Okay, perfect.
Emocionante. Okay.
Emocionante will be the word in Spanish. Okay, Andreita. Easy, simple exercise, right?
Okay.
Very good, very good. Now let's continue with the next part because we are going so fast here. So in this case, remember, you use comparative forms usually when you use more or er, no? But also we can like exaggerate a little bit more. We can emphasize the comparative using some quantifiers, or let's use quantities, right? So we use much, a lot, far, or even. For example, if you want to emphasize a little bit more, you said this food is much better than the food we have just. Much better, emphasize more the comparative, no? Mucho mejor, right?
Much better.
Right. Similar when you use a lot more crowded. The normal comparative will be more crowded, yes? But emphasize, you said a lot more crowded. So you said demasiado, muchísimo más poblado, más concurrido, right? Will be a lot. Alex is far less intelligent than the other kids in the class. Far in this case is like for mucho, menos inteligente. So it is more like the distance you put from one person to the other instead of the comparative forms. Yes?
Okay.
Another one we have busy, busier than ever. Ever in Spanish is?
No, I don't remember.
Okay. In this case, the expression busy, which is ocupado, busier, más ocupado, busier than ever, muchísimo más ocupado que nunca he estado en el trabajo, right? So that ever, you said like, más ocupado que nunca, right?
Okay.
And similar, want to make the comparison, but the opposite. So you said a little or a bit. For example, she feels a little more confident. Ella se siente un poco más confiada, right? A little more. Or she feels a bit more confident, which says ella se siente un poco más confiada, right?
Yeah.
So we got different possible like complements for comparative forms in that case, right? Okay, similar. Another possible is when you repeat the comparative 2 times, right? For example, the weather is getting hotter and hotter. You repeat hotter and hotter to emphasize that the particular activity is more and more, right? So you said, el clima se está poniendo más y más caliente, hotter and hotter. Repeat it twice. And similar, you said, I'm getting more and more interest in conversation these days. Me estoy interesando un poco más y más en las conversaciones, right? Now, sorry, the comparative forms we use when you use the and the. For example, the colder it is, the hungrier I get. As the weather gets colder, I get hungrier. Entre más frío hace o más entre más frío es, más hambriento me pongo. Right? The colder it is,
Color.
get. Right? And similar, the more generous you are towards others, the more generous they are likely to be towards you. Entre más generoso seas con los demás, más generosos ellos probablemente serán contigo. So you emphasize the idea twice, right? 2 times. Entre más generoso será. It is emphasizing a little more the comparative ideas. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. You this presentation. Let me put my face in here. And here again. As the time is over, you know, because the class was shorter than the normal one. So I will share with you the slides, the PowerPoint presentation in your Skype. So maybe you have a little more time to practice.
Thank you.
You can practice again with the videos I have in there, so you can practice the comparative superlative forms. And we have another activity we didn't do before, but you can do it by yourself, and it will be practice. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, teacher. Congratulations. Okay.
Keep practicing. You are doing excellent, but we need, of course, to practice on vocabulary and some things on pronunciation. Don't forget to check it. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Andreita. See you the next time. Have an excellent day. And
okay. Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you.